Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the episode of Dude, You Never Told Me, a podcast about three best friends really just talking and figuring how we can make more money. I'll be honest with
Some
y'all.
side hustles.
Hey,
Nah,
ATY coming to you soon.
we are a podcast about three best friends just trying to talk and see if we can't turn one of our hobbies into something that is a true passion. I am your host, Anthony. With me are my two best friends. We got Devante.
That's me today. I'm going first.
We got Alex.
That's also me today. I'm going second.
Dang, I should have did this.
See, I'm trying to be respectful and let you guys do your openings because I think two episodes ago I cut Devante off. If y'all haven't watched that episode, I think Devante said his name. I just quickly cut him off. So I'm trying to be a bit more respectful to my friends and give them their opening.
It's always a learning experience each episode.
He's being asshole
All of
Anthony.
us.
Or what was it? What was the nickname? Was it asshole Anthony?
Yeah, but I want to, before we get into our topic, I do want to do a shout out to our previous episode. We were talking about first impressions, and Devante told a story about him going to Carbone, right? Carbone.
Yep, Carbone.
So if as I don't post too much on social medias, but I recently came back from a vacation in Vegas. I went to Vegas.
Yeah, you did.
And there's I was walking in Vegas, I saw 3 or 4 Carbones. And every time I saw the restaurant, I'm like, Devante said this is a bad restaurant. I'm not gonna go to this restaurant.
That business.
Yeah, but they're really, because they were in they were in the Bellagio. They were in I think they were close to either the Cosmopolitan or New York. And I was like, I've been told bad things about you as a restaurant. Therefore, I do not want to eat at you in this restaurant, even though I saw long lines. But I had a very similar experience because you saying how you were hyped for this restaurant, you went and you didn't like it. I had the exact same experience with a restaurant. So I went to Spago, which is a restaurant owned by Wolfgang Puck, and he's a very famous celebrity chef. Yeah, Alex knows him. So I went, and my wife and I, when we were in New York, we went to Cut. That's also by Wolfgang Puck. And that restaurant was a phenomenal experience. They very much catered to us. My wife is allergic to alcohol, and so normally for our anniversaries, they give you champagne, right? Well, they're oh, because you're allergic to alcohol, you tell us what kind of what drink you want, and we can go make it at the bar. And then because we split a porterhouse, oh, you're splitting a porterhouse, we're gonna cut this for you. And then the waiter came back and it wasn't cut, and we're oh, that's no big deal. We're grown ass adults, we can cut our own meat. And then the waiter was oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's not cut. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take it back right away. Immediately, we were very much waited on hand and foot at Cut. And it was a really great experience. So fast forward to our Vegas trip, we're at Spago. We're there for our anniversary again. And so we're hoping for not this, it doesn't need to be the same exact level of experience, but we were looking for
expectations were high.
Yeah, but we wanted middle. Bro, I was so sad, disappointed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the food was expensive, but that's a restaurant in Vegas. But the quality of food, it didn't blow me away. For the price I'm paying for it, I wasn't blown away. I think they flat out missed one of our appetizers. We ordered it.
You didn't feel like this.
We ordered appetizer and it just never showed up. And then they had the audacity to charge me for the appetizer that never showed up. So I said, hey, we never got this ever. So they did take it, they did remove it from our check. But it was just I felt like a very bad experience. And the only good thing was the dessert, which was a lemon yuzu cake. But the entree was mediocre.
I know what the problem was. You must have had the blue team serving you that night.
Well, Spago doesn't do that whole red blue team stuff. But it was just the letdown. And I was oh man, so that was our first fancy dinner at Vegas on the weekend. And so every single time we walk by the restaurant, there's a long line waiting out for Spago. We were no, it's a trap. Don't go.
Don't go.
Boo.
Oh man.
You're everybody clear the area.
It's not. Yeah, it's not worth it, at least in my opinion. But I think we were trying to figure out why we weren't blown away by it, and we kind of settled it felt like a restaurant that didn't really adapt with the times. It all felt very old school classic, which is fine for sure, but it just didn't wow us as we were hoping that a nice restaurant would wow us. You go to nice restaurants nowadays, and least the ones in Austin, they're all like farm to table. There's some really cool, design, very cool culinary dishes. This one just felt very basic. We were like, oh, it's very basic, and this wasn't very good.
I see. So the
And
experience, like the presentation, was not the
yeah,
best.
presentation was like wasn't really didn't blow me away. The food quality didn't really blow me away. Like my wife, she ordered like a filet mignon, and it's like oh, this is like a charred 8 ounce filet mignon, and it was charred for sure, but then it became too charred. Like just so
Oh
it
no.
just tastes like charred meat.
Yeah.
And it's like oh, I mean,
Yeah,
you sold us
overdone.
a charred filet mignon, so like I can't complain, but like
It was
it's
hard,
after a
all
while, it
right.
just tastes like charred meat. I was very sad.
Oh, man.
But it's okay though. I mean, I'm glad we went for the experience. We were
Right.
right by the Bellagio fountain. It was really, really nice. But that was just every time I saw Carbone, I thought of Devante. And then after that first night, we're like, man, not knowing exactly how Devante felt, just like just let down, just disappointed.
Yeah, it really is, man. The whole experience, you're just like,
Sad.
especially for a good occasion too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That was our first fancy meal of the trip too. It was like, oh, it's whatever.
How'd the rest of the trip go?
It was
it
really
uphill from
nice.
there?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was a pretty uphill. We did massage at like the Caesar's Palace spa.
Okay.
That's really nice.
How is that spa? Like, I've heard of it, but I've never gone.
Have y'all done like one of those hotel spas at those
Like a
really
resort
nice?
style?
Yeah,
Yeah,
have
I've
you
done
been to
one.
those? Yeah, so I mean, it's same energy of like
Okay.
you go pick a spa. They have like a little like like it's like hot tubs, whirlpools, steam room, showers that you can do before your actual massage experience.
Right.
So
I
that's
guess
what
my
we did.
experience was different from yours.
Oh, yikes! Yikes.
Okay. To be fair, mine was in Hawaii, and like we got the ocean view. Like we had our massage right in front of the ocean, so like that was cool.
Oh, okay. Well,
Mm,
you're
very
in Hawaii. That's a
similar
different-
but very different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess one of my wife's and I's favorite thing to do at really nice hotels is to see if they have a spa pack. They have like a spa. And so
You cannot
for
go
this,
wrong with that, man.
yeah, it's really good. So it's a spa massage. So we got so they have like a spa room, and they have like hot tubs with like water jets. They call them Roman baths because like we're in Caesar's Palace. Called
Yeah.
Roman baths. But then they have like steam rooms with like steam and eucalyptus. They have like a sauna. They have like a cold room. They have like lounges you can do. So like the idea is that you go to these spas and then you kind of like relax, prep. And then when your time for massage is, they'll call you. You go get your massage, and then you kind of go on your way. And so I did like their couples massage. It was really nice because it was a massage and also like a facial. And
Okay. The full
as you
body.
guys know, I've been really into my facial
Skincare.
routine skincare
Yeah,
lately
you
because like
have.
I just turned
I mean,
30.
really
I got it.
myself.
Yeah, I just turned 30. Like I'm starting to see like wrinkles. I started to see crow's feet. I was like, I'm aging.
Yeah.
Don't
And
remind
so,
me.
it was really nice to do like a facial routine like by a professional because my first time doing like a professional facial routine massage was really good as well. It's really cool. Now they have like robot massages that you can like you can buy.
Oh.
It looks like a surgery machine with little arms that just like pokes
Yeah,
at you.
it's-
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of
Oh.
funny. I asked, is it popular? She's like, yeah, it's like really popular because it's cheap. It's way cheaper than like a in-person human massage.
Wait, so
Oh,
you
that
got
makes
both
sense.
or just the
I just got the human
robot?
massage and
Oh,
the
okay, okay.
facial, but as I was walking out, I looked into one of the rooms. It was like one of the machines, and the idea is that
Oh.
you lay on your stomach, and like there's like a digital panel in front of you, and you can like basically tell the machine like, hey, I want this, this, and this, and this, and it does it. And she said it's actually really good. I was like, damn, technology.
Hey, she needs to not talk like that. She's gonna
Yeah,
lose her
she'd be out
job
of
to
a
the robot.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Like it's like things that robot can do can't do. Like it's probably a lot. Gotta have that human touch, the personal touch.
That's true.
Let
too.
me. All right. So what I'm about to say may have to get cut. We'll see. But I gotta ask y'all something.
Sure.
All right. So
Oh,
when y'all get
no.
massages,
Yeah.
Devante
Is
already
this
knows.
man about to ask about something?
So when y'all get massages, what do y'all do whenever you get, going? Like, what do you do? Like, what do you guys do out of
What do you-
curiosity?
Sorry, what do
I
you
don't,
do?
Anthony.
I
Yeah,
just
like-
ignore it. I just ignore it and pretend it's not happening. And I'm
What?
just like, I just hope they don't notice.
All right,
I,
Alex.
I
I
guess
don't know where your massagist is touching you, but I've never
yeah,
had
that's
a
just
You
I've
never
popped
had
the
that
boner in
happen?
a massage. No,
no.
bro.
Okay, I've looked it up because I was curious, and like they said, it's like very normal to
You
happen
funny,
in a
man.
massage. And I was like, oh, okay.
No,
But like,
I've never had one.
I'm
I've,
not like,
yeah, I know it's not very it's not sexual. It's
yeah,
just
it's just
cute. Yeah, they probably just touched somewhere that you felt
But
ticklish,
like,
and that was it.
but I don't know. I'm just shocked with like where, but yeah, no,
I'm
I've
just shocked that it's just me.
I've done like a couples massages with Wakana, and I've never had that experience.
same.
Oh my gosh. Well, thanks for making me feel worse.
You just have a lot of
I thought it
testosterone
was a
going through you,
normal
my
thing
guy.
based off what I read on the internet because I was like, is this normal? And the internet's like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
I'm sure it
I'm
is.
glad you feel validated by the internet. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
guess,
guess I
right?
know.
At least I know I'm not alone, but now it makes me
It's
wonder like who's the people that's agreeing with me?
it's fun because
Yeah,
like I think my wife asked me the exact same question. I was like, I don't think I've ever gotten an erection like while getting a massage before.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the furthest thing from my mind is that is like, oh well,
I'm like half asleep whenever they're giving me a
Me
massage.
too.
Okay.
a little
You gotta
too
use
asleep.
you gotta use the restroom.
I got no problem when I'm laying face down, but it's like the moment that I turn over and like she starts like taking care of my legs and stuff. That's where I don't know. I don't know,
That's
man.
probably
Alex's
why.
mind goes.
No, my mind doesn't go anywhere. My mind's just like, this feels
Nah,
great. Like I feel relaxed. I feel soothed. And
it's
then all of a sudden, I'm
the
like, what is happening?
he's like
Sinking
a
in.
Pavlov's dog about it. He's been conditioned that whenever he lays on his back,
He's
Well,
ready.
because when you're on your
yeah.
front, it's easier. Like it's like everything's all squished up. And
Pavlov's
like,
dog. Your body is conditioned, dog.
oh,
I was
man.
like, come on, come on.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I even looked up like what's the etiquette? Like, what do you do if that happens? And it said just don't bring it up. Just ignore it and you'll be fine. And I was like, okay, cool.
Well, yeah,
So
because
that's
like
what I
a
do.
lot of those massages, like a lot, they always say
Probably used to it.
dress down to your comfort, and so they're
Yeah.
probably used to it. So that's why they don't say
Yeah.
anything. Normal human reaction response. Maybe they find it flattering. Maybe they think they're doing a good job.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't want to know. I'm
We'll give you a
okay.
happy ending, bro.
No, we're good. We're good. I only need one happy ending and I got it right here.
They need the extra tip.
Oh
they,
my god.
they gotta rub the tip.
No, thanks. Oh man.
Yeah. But overall, Vegas was a great experience. I think I've been back twice in 2 years, and I think I'm good for now. I'm willing to not go back for a while. It's a very expensive city if you're staying on the strip. So I'm
Yeah.
good to not stay up there for a hot second. I
Wait,
think
what was the reason you went? Was it
so
just for vacation or?
so a little bit of vacation, a little bit of accelerating my wife and I's like a dating anniversary.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
also
That's
because
cute.
I am a huge nerd, and Magic Con Vegas was in Vegas at that weekend. So the plan was for me to go to Magic Con, and then I was like, oh, like we're also going to Vegas. Vegas is a great. We had such a great time the first time we were in Vegas. So my wife said, "Oh, can I come with?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So we were there for so the first day was just like hanging out with like Michelle, doing the massage, getting a nice dinner. Second day we got lunch. I went to the convention, and then we got dinner. And then the third day we did a little bit more exploring, more eating, and then we kind of flew out. So it was just a long weekend. We didn't stay like a whole week.
That's all you need, man.
That's all you
Stay
need.
too long in
Yeah, you
Vegas.
do.
Yeah.
You run out of things.
And luckily, I did not get caught in the spirit debacle. I don't know if y'all been following that. Oh my gosh.
Wait. So
You know
if
what?
you went for Magic Con, I gotta ask, what was your favorite card that you got there, if you got any cards?
I did not buy any cards. I did not have a Bible.
Really?
I was like, because the way, I learned a lot of things about MagicCon, and I definitely want to go back. But like Sunday, because that's the last day of the convention, a lot of people are trying to buy and sell cards, and like some certain stalls are doing like 10% off because they really want to move product.
Sure.
And it's really good to sell cards because like a lot of places they're willing to buy cards at like 90 to 80 to 90% of their value on TCG, which is really, really good because most stores buy at like 70%, or like 50-60% of their value, because their rationale is that, oh, yes, we buy it for you, but then we go find a buyer for it. But because you're at MagicCon, the turnover is so quick that they're willing to buy it at like 80-90%. That's how they get a lot of the inventory for selling. And so the last day is all that rush. And so I didn't have a buy list. I didn't know what I wanted to individually buy a card because I don't buy to collect. I buy to use and to play. And so
Right.
I did not have. I did no idea what I wanted. I was just browsing what looked good.
Man did
It
not
was
go in with a plan.
I did not go with them playing. It was really
Yeah.
crazy because like each stall would sell cards at different values. They don't. There's no like consistent. So like you really, if you wanted to really maximize like the money, you have to go to each stall and say how much are you willing to buy this card for? How much are
Right.
you willing to
Yeah.
sell this card for? And so like it gets into a big numbers game of like okay, like now I sit down and say okay, who gives me the best deal? And I
He's
said
a
up
card being
for
sold for $100, buys it, finds at another stall for 50. He's
Right.
like, "Oh,
people
I
do
better
that.
buy this and just sell the $100 one."
Yeah,
Arthur
that,
fisting.
that happens.
Arthur
But
Fisting, yeah.
I had signed up because like I really went there to do some of like their the events, and so like I didn't have a lot of time to just browse because I had an event scheduled to participate in.
So what did you do at the events?
It's a just play Magic the Gathering with people, with strangers, win tickets and prizes.
Did you
Was
win?
Michelle your cheerleader?
No, Michelle didn't come with me to the actual convention. She just stayed at the hotel.
Oh,
And she just
okay.
hung out by the pool, caught up on some reading.
Doing
He was
hot
on
girl shit. I
vacation.
got you.
Yeah, just hot girl summer.
Nice.
But so yeah, I went to the event and played some sealed. Got some booster packs exclusive to Magic Con. Played it, won a couple. I think I won all of my games actually. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So I got tickets.
Absolutely.
I expected
Also,
nothing less.
I'm a sucker for tickets and
Yeah.
prizes. It's like my ticket went to my prize. Everything was basically sold out by the time I got all my tickets.
Aw.
So
So
I
then what
got
do
a
you do
few
with the
packs. I got a few packs.
Okay, you got packs.
But all the
Anything
cool
cool in the
stuff
pack?
were gone. Yeah, I got one of the top card on the buy list these days is like a Ugin Eye of the Storm. Okay, let me show you a picture.
Yeah. Show us a picture.
Yeah.
Is that from Tarkir?
Yeah, Tarkir Dragonstorm.
It sounded like a Tarkir card. I don't even know the cards from that set, but it's just the name. I was like, it sounds like something from that set. For reference, Devante, that was like a big dragon set that came out last year before Final Fantasy, before I started getting into
All
it.
right, so this is for all of our listeners. I'm currently showing them Ugin Eye of the Storm from on TCG Play.
You have this card?
Twice. I have this card. Yeah.
Dang.
You gonna
All
sell
right.
it?
Probably. I'm not going to use it.
That's 44
You
bucks,
won't
eh?
use it? Not
45
even your
bucks?
Planeswalker deck?
No, I think I scrapped that deck actually. Well, I'm
Really?
about to scrap that deck. Yeah,
Dang.
Ugin's cool, but like doesn't fit into any of my strategies, and it's a very valuable card. And the way I do my Magic the Gathering, like a hobby, is it's partially self-funded by like I just buy cards and stuff I want, but it's
Yeah.
also I go do these events, and if it's like a limited, which is where you open packs, you use the cards, and then you keep the cards. I will just like get the pack, play it, win more packs, and then basically sell all the cards in those sets that I don't use, and that funds my hobby again.
Yeah.
So, for example, like let's say I won this pack, I was like, oh, sell it for $45. That $45 goes back into my hobby of like, hey, do I want to do another event? Do I want to buy more booster packs? Do I want to buy
Yeah.
more like cards? So
That's
it's
like the most cost-efficient way to do it.
yeah, it just
It's smart.
helps me self funds my thing, and so it does keep my spending relatively like
Yeah.
controlled. Where like I've already put money into this hobby, and so like I don't have to worry about am I going to take money from something else out of it. I've already said money's already there. I've bought it. I sold the card, and I put that money back into my hobby and keep it.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's something I've been trying to figure out to do is I've got a lot of bulk from the Final Fantasy set. I'm like, I need to get rid of it.
Go sell it at a store.
Sell it in bulk.
Yeah, but where? What store, Like
I think there's a
who's
store
gonna
in
give me a
Austin.
good deal?
You're not gonna get a good deal on bulk. So there's a store in Austin. I think they said, "Oh yeah, we'll give you 10 cents per 100 cards of common." And I was like, honestly, I'll take it.
Yeah, hold
Yeah.
on. I might be coming down to see
10
you
cents for
sometime
100 cards.
soon.
I'll take it. Yeah.
100
yeah.
cards?
Yeah. So like it's you'll find a place to sell it in bulk. You just gotta call ahead of time. But yeah, like that's basically my MagicCon experience. It's really fun. I definitely want to go back. No,
Yeah,
I
you
want to go
should.
back to Vegas
Next-
when it's so expensive.
Next time you gotta video the experience. Maybe Alex will go with you and
I wanted to go
Video
with
it.
him this last time.
I took some videos and phones, but like my phone was at like 40%, and I was like, I gotta Uber back to my hotel after convention. It's like I can't just be on
I
my
gotta do
phone
the
all the
highlights.
time.
They
Yeah.
take the highlights.
I just took a few pictures. I saw some of the new cards that they showed. I saw like
Yeah.
they had the Soul Stone. No, they had
Wait,
the
you mean
Mind Stone.
Stone?
They had the
Yeah.
Mind Stone card
Wait, did you go
itself.
to the booth where Paul Bettany was at?
I don't. Was he there all weekend? I know he was there the
I
first
don't know
day.
if he was there all weekend.
He
No
was there the
clue.
first day to do the preview for the Vision card. And I saw the little Marvel booth stood up. They say, "Oh, here are like the chase cards for the Marvel set that they've announced." So you saw the card. Like, obviously, there's so much security just watching the case.
Yeah.
But it was there. It looked
I
cool.
go snatch it.
That
Go
is cool.
snatching. I saw some internet celebrities in the Magic the Gathering community. That was really cool.
Yeah, I
It was,
bet.
it was a fun time.
Did you
Yeah,
see
dude, you never told me
Ben
goes to Vegas.
Bateman? That's the guy that I like to follow.
I did not see him. I saw the guy from Architect. No, from EDH Rec.
Oh,
Then I saw Brian Kibler, who's just someone I like. I watch in Hearthstone days, and then I watch in Magic Gathering days. I saw a streamer that I watch a lot of TFT content. Now he does like Magic the Gathering content now. So I was like,
Okay.
man, everyone, all these celebrities, and these Indian people that I've seen them from
Shout
far.
out to all you guys.
And I see it
We
person.
watch your content.
Yeah, but it's a really fun experience, and Vegas was good. I think overall had a good time. Some of the food were disappointing, but that's okay. You can't try you can't do good at everything all the time. So
For sure. Well, it sounds like you had a really great
Yeah.
time, man, and you got to have a lot of great experiences. I'm glad that you went. I hope next time maybe I can tag along, whenever that may be, but we'll see.
should
Yeah,
man.
video it.
Now that we're hitting all of your favorite IPs, you gotta go on for the ride.
Yeah, Magic got me just like Fortnite did back in the day.
Magic's becoming the Fortnite of card games.
It really is, though. But I'm not complaining. I mean, I love all those IPs. Final Fantasy, Marvel, like, come on, dude. How did they know? How did they know the
You know
keys?
how to make money, man.
Soon
To make
Devante
money.
will be in Magic the Gathering too.
I don't know.
Just you wait.
I'm still collecting all my
Devante.
penguin cards.
Hold on. Devante, what set would get you into Magic? Like, what IP
Penguins.
would do it?
Penguins.
Yeah, penguins, man.
All penguins.
Penguins.
So
Oops,
you
all
want
penguins.
like an animal set where they involve a like majority of penguins?
No,
Yeah,
he
I'll be
just
that-
wants penguins.
I'll be the
Just-
emperor penguin.
He just wants
All right.
penguins.
You heard it here, Magic the Gathering. Y'all need to make a penguin deck. Penguin commander. We'll
Oops, all
do like
penguins.
the Emperor Penguin as the commander, and that'll be perfect.
Yes. Then I'll go buy the deck.
Yeah.
Just have one deck.
It's crazy to me that they haven't done a lot of penguin stuff, because I looked it up after we saw you, because I was going to use that to try and get you into it, and they really haven't done like a whole lot of penguins.
Okay,
Get me into it.
when are they gonna do penguins?
They're not.
Yeah,
Because
They
they're not
will.
gonna get me into it.
when are they gonna do penguins?
We'll be
Hey,
freaking 70 years old, and Devante will be sitting
If
chilling. I'll hit
Magic
him up.
did a Bible series, if they had like Bible-based cards, maybe.
Oh yeah,
might
you
get me.
wanna play Jesus as your commander?
Yeah, man. That'd be OP.
and then he gets targeted by a removal spell. That's how it's gonna.
No. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. Well,
Doesn't vibe. It's not good optics. It's not-
There you go. So I guess they
will
could
s-
never do it then.
I will say they probably have something like similar, because they do have gods in the Magic the Gathering series, but obviously
it's a lowercase g though. It's
yeah,
not like
lowercase.
uppercase
Well,
G.
yeah,
Be God. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's probably the closest you're gonna see it get.
Oh, they can't get me hooked then.
That's okay.
All right,
Well-
moving on to a more serious conversation.
Yeah, for
Agreed.
sure. Well, I've been asking people today actually at the gym, because I always like to ask my topics to guys at the gym, and I just get them going, man.
Yeah.
And today I asked them what we'll be talking about today, which is what's more valuable to you guys. Of course, both are equally valuable, but if you had to pick and choose, which one would you choose? Which one are you willing to tolerate more of? Which one are you willing to tolerate more of? What's more valuable in a friendship? Loyalty or honesty? Like a friend
Loyalty
who is
or
always loyal to you.
Do I have to
Or-
pick one, or can I pick the middle ground?
For
I
this
think,
for this
yeah, for the
case,
sake of argument, you should just pick one or the other.
yeah, and it's not a right or wrong answer. It's just which one are you willing to sacrifice? Would you rather have loyalty or would you rather have honesty in a friend? And then, let's just kind of talk about it. But in regards to both of them, I want to ask you, how do you define loyalty? Because loyalty for everybody is a little different. Like honesty and
Sure.
truthfulness, like that's straightforward, right? Like
Mm.
Yeah.
that's just it. But for loyalty, it's a little different for everybody. And so I wanted to ask,
I
how
would
do you guys
say
define it?
loyal is somebody who has your back, who, when they're doing something, they're doing it because they want it. They're like in your corner trying to find ways to help you benefit. Like they see that you might be struggling, they're trying to figure out ways to help you. They see that you're trying to accomplish a task, they're looking for ways to help you finish the task. Like there's somebody who is there for you and is going to help you achieve your dreams, somebody who wants to see you succeed, somebody that is just is just there for you.
Yeah, I think I have to echo that sentiment is that loyalty is having your back. That's like, we use the term like floats or like ride or dies. Like
Yeah,
someone
that's what I
who's
was about
like,
to say.
oh, like if I get into a disagreement, like they have my back. Oh, if I get into a problem, they're there for me. I think
Yeah.
that's what loyalty is. If I need them to step up, like they're gonna step up. And it's a lot of times, oh, I'll do it with no questions asked mentality.
Okay. I'll play devil's advocate later, but in
Yeah.
regards to loyalty, so
Okay.
which one would you guys choose? Loyalty
Well, do we not need
or
to define honesty as well?
well,
Yeah,
honesty? Somebody's
kind of
just they're not
straightforward.
gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I was
I'll
just like,
give you
that's
the
straightforward.
straightforward. Somebody that's not gonna
but
lie to you, right?
but it's not just that. It's somebody who they're willing to tell you the hard truths. There's somebody that they might tell you something bluntly and they don't care about your feelings about it. They're just going to tell you straight up like Devante, I think your hair looks dumb today.
Mm.
Like they might be
Well,
as extra blunt.
right. Yeah, and I think we're gonna. I want to like dive into that topic because there's the balance of like honesty, and then we have a term of like brutal honesty, of like, oh, are you being honest for in a constructive way? Or are you being honest just to be
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
I
and
guess
there's both.
I guess there's a toxic version of both, right? Because
Oh
you could
yeah,
be
there is.
toxically
There's
Right.
loyal and toxically honest.
right, like it's like a balance. So at the end of the day, like if would I rather have someone who's honest or loyal? The right answer is, oh, it's like a good balance of both. Like you want
Right.
someone
Yeah.
loyal, you want honest. But for the sake of our argument, sake of our questioning, I think I'd rather have someone who's honest than loyal. Because
Okay.
Okay.
I think I as a person know that I am not perfect. I do not try to be perfect. I just try to be the as best as I can be. And I find that honesty leads into loyalty. If I have someone who's very honest with me and calls me out on things that I'm not doing well, and I can improve on that, or I can challenge that, say, hey, I think you're wrong, then I think that will breed into more loyal friends. If we're like, hey, you can tell me the truth, and I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm not gonna say, oh, you're wrong. I'm not gonna go like hate you. I think if two people can be honest with each other, that builds healthy communication, and then you can become more loyal friends by just being honest.
See, if I'm having to choose one or the other, the way I'm looking at it, if I were to choose honesty, like I feel like the person who's being honest with me, then in that case isn't like loyal just because I'm picking one or the other is how I'm thinking it. So in my head, someone who's like being that honest to me is probably like more like a rival because they're not loyal to me. They're just telling me their truth. They're like, hey, you suck at this, or hey, like, yeah, you might be good at this, but like I can
Right.
do that, or like I feel like it's like a rivalry type of honesty in my head. I could be thinking about it the wrong way, and that's
Yeah, there's no
fine.
right or wrong answer. It's
But
just how you take it.
right. And then on the loyal side, I'm thinking like, okay, like this is a friend who wants to help me and succeed. So to answer your question, Devante, I feel like I gotta pick loyalty because I feel like with someone who's loyal, you know, I feel like I can trust them to be able to help me go in the right direction in life. Like, yeah, maybe there might be moments where they lie because they don't want to see me get hurt, but like, and sometimes you do need to hear the hard truths, but at the same time, I would hope that this person who's being loyal is doing, like, if they're not telling me the full truth or the hard truth, like, I would hope that they're still trying to steer me in the right direction of, like, being a better person, and like their loyalty to me is is in a, like, it's coming from a place of goodness in their heart. Like, it's not like they're trying to like hurt me. Like, they kept this information because they just didn't see how it would benefit me to know, like, for whatever reason. So that's, I think I gotta lean more towards loyalty on this one.
All
Okay.
right, Devante, you're the tiebreaker.
Um, wait, before I answer the question, let me put it in a. I don't know if it'll change your answers, but let me
Sure.
put it in a sentence. Um, would you rather have a loyal friend who lies,
To
or
you, right? Or
yeah, to
Oh,
you?
this is a
Yeah.
completely different thing now.
No, well, that's why I'm putting it in a sentence because
Okay.
it's the opposite of both of them, right? Would you rather have a loyal friend who lies to you, or an honest friend who always disappears?
You mean disloyal?
No, honest friend who always disappears. So like they're always honest to you, like, hey Alex,
They're
I
just
won't be
never
able to.
there for you?
Right,
Mm.
because they're not loyal, but they're always honest to you no matter what. They're like, I'm gonna give you my answer, whether you like it or not. And let's say in this case, it's always leaning towards you liking it,
I
Mhm.
feel
but they're
like
just not there for you.
I feel like what you're saying is basically an AI bot who, instead of encourages you, does the opposite. He's like, "Here's the truth, but I don't care anymore about you, so goodbye. Like, I'm out."
So does it sway your answer? You still pick loyal and you still pick truth, Anthony?
I think I still pick truth, and
Okay.
I think the caveat is like the not a devil's advocate, but like like taking your statement, I can add a digital line of it. Like, if I'm going the right path, wouldn't my honest friends stay with me all the time though?
They might be
Not in
going
this
their own path.
case.
Right. I mean, they could be going their own
Yeah.
path, but like it's one of the things where like I don't worry that they're going. It's if I'm let's put it to a concrete example. Let's say I've chosen a stance that's very like, or like I'm in an argument and I'm in the right. My honest friend would is honest. Hey, I agree with you. You're in the right. They're gonna stick with me. You know, it's if I was in the wrong, I want to be corrected from being in the wrong. Hey, Anthony, what you're feeling is like way off. Is like off base. Hey, you're overreacting. Hey, you're doing this, and I can't follow you down this path. Hey, you're being mean now. You're being anti-Semitic. You're being whatever. I can't follow you down that path.
So they're
So
being honest but
for
not
being
loyal.
honest, right?
Right.
It's
My
like okay,
problem,
I accept that. I say, hey, if I'm willing to listen to them, then I'll say, okay, I hear you out, and maybe I can adjust my path. But if I'm closed minded, then like I don't feel like I don't deserve their friendship because like now they've clearly told me what's bothering them about me, and I'm just like I don't give a fuck about what you think. I'm gonna keep being whoever I am. I was like, yeah, maybe I don't deserve that person's friendship.
I feel very conflicted after hearing the sentence because, mm, like, I can't be quick to choose one, because if you're honest but not there, are you really my friend? Because, like, you're not sticking around. Like, sure, you tell me the honest answer, but like, if I hardly ever see you, if we're never around each other, are we really friends? Like, it just doesn't feel, it
Oh,
doesn't feel like a
that's
relationship.
for you to define, man.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm defining as, it doesn't feel like a friendship. It feels like very much a one note relationship. Like a, hey, like, I can come to you and ask you something. You'll tell me the truth, but like, outside of that, like, it sounds like you're gone. You're like, all right, well, I gave you your answer, dude. Later. But then on the loyalty side, it's like you can't trust the person because they're not ever telling you the truth, because they're a loyal person that always lies, you said. So it's like, why would I want
You're
to
yes
hang
man.
out with somebody who's just
Yeah.
telling, yeah, he's a yes man. Like, he's just telling you
People like
everything all the
that.
time.
People like
I,
that.
can I choose neither now?
Well, I said at the beginning, like when we begin this conversation, at the end of the day, the real answer is, it's a mixture of both,
Right.
loyalty and
It's a
honesty,
balance.
Yeah.
Right.
right? But for the sake of our conversation, for the sake of our discussion, we
Like
had to
not
choose other.
everybody in your life will always have both qualities,
Right.
right? Like that's
Right.
why we have friends that come and go because maybe they
Yeah.
were truthful but they weren't loyal, and there's friends that are truthful or there's friends that were loyal that are still here but maybe they're not as truthful. You kind of put them on the back burner, but they're still your friend.
The
And they're
weird
loyal to
thing
you.
about someone who's loyal but dishonest, right? It's weird because, yeah, they're lying to you,
So
but at
let,
least
so let me
they're
put
not
it
lying
in.
behind your back to other people, because
So
their
let me give you a
loyalty.
real world example for what you're saying, Alex.
Yeah, let me hear
If
some.
Chelsea came to me and said, "Has Alex been cheating on me?" Loyalty, and let's say you were, just for this case, loyalty would
Hypothetically,
be,
yeah.
"No, Alex, no, my dog wouldn't do that, even though I know you are, but that's loyal. That's
Yeah.
loyalty.
That's
Or
like
am
you're
I
talking about like
gonna
the skits that you see on like Facebook and Instagram where
right?
they're like
Yeah,
they have the boy or the girl call the boy up and he's like, no, he's good. He's chilling with me right now. And he's
yes,
like
that's
literally not
loyalty.
there. Yeah.
But or I could tell Chelsea, nah, like your boy, your boy, my boy's been doing the dirty. Like, but that's honesty. So
Yeah.
it's like, which one are you willing to side with? Are you willing to be like, oh, that's my ride or die? That's the guy that protected me, even though I know I'm doing wrong, or like, wish you didn't tell her, but you're being honest.
Mm.
Like, which, like, that's a real case scenario, right? Like in the
Sure.
real world. And so in that instance, would you rather choose loyalty over honesty or honesty over loyalty? It's like, are you protecting yourself, being protected by somebody even though you're doing wrong, or are you just gonna confront it?
Man, the problem is it's not that black and white, bro. Like
Right. Yeah,
for
realistically, it's
for
not
m-
about
for
black and
m-
white,
for
but
me, like
But it's a scenario,
I
right?
wouldn't want I want if I was doing something that's stupid, I wouldn't want my friends to get involved. Two,
But she came to me. That's what I'm
two,
saying.
I guess if I had to pick one and to I'm gonna provide some clarity on why I choose this, I would choose the friend that says nothing. So that way I can have an opportunity to explain to
Silence is
her
loud,
myself.
bro. Silence is
No,
loud.
I
wait,
know.
wait.
No, look,
I
but
think
listen, because I want to be the one to tell her something. I don't want it to come from somebody
yeah.
else. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
think that scenario that Devante threw is inherently harder to just because like you're involving a third person. Like,
yeah,
what
Right.
kind of friend are
Yeah,
you
I
to
get that.
Chelsea now? Like, are you gonna tell her the honest truth? Hey, this is what's actually happening, or are you going to lie for Alex? Like, are you more close to Alex or to Chelsea? That's what the scenario is trying to
But that's
dictate.
that's what it goes back to the original question. Would you rather have a loyal friend,
Right.
right? Or a truthful friend? And
The
so
yeah, the scenario I like to imagine is like, let's say, hey Alex, you have a gambling problem, hypothetically.
sure.
Like, it is debilitating gambling
It's,
problem.
it's always just me right now.
Well,
I'm the one with all the
we
problems.
got you have let's use Devonte and have you be the omniscient here. Devonte has a debilitating gambling problem. This man loves to gamble, and he's like dipping into his 401k to gamble. He's dipping into his wife's
Ugh,
future to gamble. Like, that's like, and then I'm his friend. It's like, hey, do I
yeah,
tell Devonte, hey Devonte, like, we'll say we're going to Vegas together, and it's like, and then like I said, Devonte, hey Devonte, you shouldn't be gambling. You're spending money you don't have. You're going into debt to gamble, and that's
right.
a problem. And I can't support you. I'm not going to take you to Vegas if you're going to gamble your life away. Or does
No more Yu-Gi-Oh cards for you, sir.
yeah. Or do I say, hey, like Vonnie's him having a rough time. He needs this Vegas trip. I'm gonna go with him. I'm not gonna say anything.
Mm,
I see he's gambling away, but like, if you have like it sucks, but I'm not gonna call him out. Like, if gambling brings Devontae peace, if gambling helps him cope with whatever he's dealing with in his personal life, I'm not gonna say nothing.
I like
That's his
Anthony's
business.
example way
Yeah.
better than yours, Devontae.
hey,
No
that's
shade,
fine.
but
That's fine. So which
That's how I see it.
that's good. So
And,
which
and
one would you
so
choose then,
right.
Alex?
So
Like,
for me,
well,
I
in
would
that
say
case, I would definitely choose the honest friend in that case.
right. That's a
okay.
very
Yeah,
extreme example because, like,
yeah,
obviously the
yeah,
three of us understand that if you're gambling money that you don't have, if you're taking money from your future
yeah,
to put into your present, you're losing that money in the present. That's really, really
Right.
bad. But bring
yeah,
it down to like smart scale. Let's say, hey, I think my friend is like entering like in the incel manosphere stuff. Do I call him out on it, or do I say,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say anything. That's not my business. Or like,
right,
hey,
right.
that man is like kind of treating his girlfriend like garbage. Do I say something, or do I just like, hey, that's their relationship? I'm not gonna say anything. You wanna this if that's how your girl wants to be treated. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah,
Like, those are smaller scale examples, but like obviously we know gambling is bad. But
right,
like that's what I mean. It's like when you take the big extreme examples, but then you have to apply it to the small examples. So for me, if I'm doing something bad, I want to be called out on because maybe I don't see it until someone calls me out on it.
sure,
And
sure.
I value friends who can be honest with me because like if I feel like you can't be honest with me, maybe I'm giving off the bad energy of like, oh, I only I only want people loyal with me. I only want yes man. I don't want you to like butt into my personal life and tell me how I'm running my life.
All right. Well, the way Anthony's presenting it, yeah, I'm gonna lean towards the honest friend.
Honesty.
The way
Okay.
Devante put it, I don't know about that one,
To
but
be fair,
Hey,
I'm
it's just
extremely
controversial.
biased. I'm biased because like that's what I value on. So I'm gonna create an example
Yeah.
scenario that makes my side looks good.
Okay, so
That's true.
well, what's worse, betrayal or deception? Like to
Mm,
you,
Oh,
that because
betrayal
that's
or
what it boils down
deception?
to, right? Like
that's a good
the
one. Yeah.
opposite of loyalty is betrayal, and the opposite of
Betrayal.
truth is deception. So, is it betrayal or deception? Which one's worse to you?
I will deception and betrayal kind of go hand in hand too, because if someone betrays you, that means they've been probably deceiving you to begin with at some point, you know?
Trying to
Like,
think of a concrete example because like when you phrase it like that, like obviously like but a friendship betrayal hurts
Right.
a lot.
It's
yeah.
it's
But I
it's
guess
different perspective.
right isn't betrayal upon itself like the way we describe betrayal we think it's deception. Oh like oh you I told you a secret, you told someone else that you betrayed my trust. That's like
Yeah.
lying that you were gonna keep my secret.
Deception, I think of more like a sleazy salesman who's trying to get you to buy a product and he's just
That's
telling you what
con.
he's telling you just things just to get your
Yeah.
money in his pocket, you know?
So, which one's worse to you guys?
Mm,
Betrayal or deception? Is
I
it
mean,
think it's
one's
is it
kind
the
of gross
salesman
and
that's trying
smelly and
to?
sweaty, but the other one's just like it hurts the heart.
I think it's deception because deception leads into betrayal.
That's
Because
See,
like
and
if
I agree with that actually. I think deception does lead into betrayal. I don't think you can have betrayal without deception.
Because if I expect you to be honest with me whenever I do something wrong, and let's say I've now spent $1 million, I lost $1 million at the Kentucky Derby, and like I thought you were gonna call me out, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't want to. I didn't want to hurt your feelings, Anthony." Like, I feel now lied to and betrayed.
Mm, yeah.
Oh, or you want to use one of Devonte's extreme examples. It's like let's say Anthony was seeing Chelsea behind my back, you know, deception and betrayal all at the
Yeah,
same
Well,
time.
that one would definitely be.
it leads into both. I'm trying to think like yeah, like the I'm trying to think what is a good concrete example. I don't have one because to me, perception leads into betrayal. So
Yeah.
Well, I'll answer the question and then I'll pose another question. But
yeah,
Yeah, we haven't heard
um,
your answer on either one yet, I don't think. Now that I think
well,
about it.
for me, I would choose honesty. I'd rather have an honest friend, uh, because at least a friend who's loyal, they could always switch it up. Like even though they're loyal, I'm talking about switch it up in terms of the best for me.
mm,
Like I might think what's
Yeah.
best for me, but then do they really think what's best for me is best for me? But
mm,
because they're loyal to me, they're like, oh, like you said, Devonte needs peace of mind whenever he goes to go gamble. So let him do what he needs to do.
yeah,
That's loyalty, but is it good loyalty? Not necessarily. But honesty, even if they're brutally honest, ah, I can just keep on walking and be like, all right, whatever, man. You said something brutally honest. I could take it to heart, but at the same time, I could not. You
mm,
know, but one leads to life decisions. The other one leads to okay, I'll take what you said to heart. The other one, maybe I might not take to heart. Like I can pick and choose how honest I want to take your honesty. And so I would want an honest friend over a loyal friend. But like you said, Anthony, it goes back to hand in hand. I do think that honesty leads to loyalty in the end of all this.
right.
Um, you can't have real loyalty without honesty. So
Yeah.
but I will have to ask you guys, have you ever lost a friendship because someone was too honest or not loyal enough?
Too honest.
Yeah. Like you're
I
like,
would
oh man,
say
this person was yeah, like they just went off the wall, but you're
Is
like,
it
ah, dang,
I
they
too
mean,
really
honest or like unfairly honest?
I don't
Because
know.
too
We can switch up
here,
the
Anthony, I
question.
can give you some time to think because I got an answer right away. I've never lost someone for being too honest, but I have lost friends for, like I guess loyalty. Uh like just over time it seemed like I got one friend I can use an example. Uh we were best friends like growing up in middle school till like mid college or so, and I don't know what really happened. After a certain point, I was wondering kind of like what happened to them. Like they kind of fell off the face of the planet. Never really heard from them. And you guys probably know who I'm talking about. But like I would still call them like not a good friend or a best friend at this point. Like not because they stopped talking to me, just because like so much time has passed. It's like I don't know, like they could be a completely different person. And like I did actually manage to catch up with them at one point in life because I did want to like see how they're doing. And I remember they told me like I asked them, I was like, so how come I never see you anymore? Like what's been going on with you and stuff? And they told me that they were embarrassed. And I remember that answer like was very striking to me. It's like, what do you
Em-
mean embarrassed?
like
Like I
embarrassed of you or embarrassed of themselves?
embarrassed of themselves. So like I asked them, I was like, what do you mean embarrassed? Like I've like we're friends, you know, there's nothing to be embarrassed of. Like I've known you my whole life more or less. Like there's nothing to be embarrassed of. And it was just their life situation, kind of choices that they've made since I'd last seen them, and just kind of the path that they went on. And like he didn't give me all the details, but just uh he just for whatever reason he didn't feel it felt like he did not feel worthy of my friendship at that point. And so that's why he told me like he more or less had started to kind of like drift apart from me. And so like I didn't really agree with that answer, or I didn't like that answer to be more specific. And so yeah, like I did try afterwards to see if I could like keep him around because you guys know me, I'm a pretty loyal friend. And just didn't really pan out too well. Like I've I've tried here and there, you know. I don't try very often. Like I think I tried once in the last year to get them to like join me for like some time for like a Magic the Gathering night, even like even just to say hi. Like I didn't even ask
Mm.
them to play. I was like, just come in and say hi. Like, you know, a lot of your old buddies that you used to hang out with would be here. Like we'd love to talk to you. Like don't feel uh pressured, don't feel embarrassed to join. Like just have a good time. But they wouldn't even do that. So yeah.
Yeah, I think for that example is like it's hard to tell someone that hey you shouldn't be embarrassed about yourself, right? Unless they actually internalize it, they're not gonna it's
It's a
hard for
tough
them
one.
to like
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
But I think if that's what the definition of like losing friends to loyalty, then probably like some college friends and some like high school friends, grade school friends, like try reaching out to them, and they don't reach back out, or like they reach out and it's like very spotty. We don't have that dynamic anymore. But I feel like I've heard stories of losing friendships more to being dishonest than being disloyal. Like,
Yeah.
I think one of my prime examples, I have a friend. So there's a friend's friend, and so friend A is my friend. Friend B, I don't know friend B. I think I know of friend B, but I never actually interact with friend B. So friend B basically asked friend A for money, and it became like a continuous asking for money. And friend B would just basically lie about what they're spending the money on to friend A, and so that
Yeah.
broke the friendship of like, hey, you've been lying to me about how you've been spending the money that I've been giving you. And then you just haven't been like paying like back. You've asked for like, now almost 20K now, and there's no seem to be any like way to idea repaying. So I guess you can kind of phrase that as like both being disloyal and being dishonest. But I kind of see it as being dishonest. Like they just were lying about what they need the money for. They was like, oh, I,
Yeah.
I I need this money for to help pay for rent, to help pay for my car, and then they end up using that money to they end up blowing that money off on like drugs or blowing it off on like something else that's like not what they said, and they end up stealing things like, oh, I'm gonna pawn, friend A's item to buy X, Y, and Z to help pay for my car. Like that's just
Dang. Yeah.
being dishonest, but also like leading to being like, as you said, like it's being dishonest, but also being disloyal. Right? You shouldn't
Right.
steal from your
From-
friends.
Yeah.
So that's doing both. You're being disloyal and being dishonest. So like I've heard more stories, but I've also been on the receiving end. It's like, yeah, like I tried to reach out. or maybe they, and I've done that too. Like I'm not ashamed to admit, like I've been guilty of like people reach out to me and then I try reaching back out to them and it's not the same. Or like they reach out to me and I miss them for whatever reason, and then I just end up forgetting, and it's been like 2 months since they contacted me, and I feel bad. Like, oh, I should reach out, but then at that point you've already like, oh, this is the new dynamic of us now that we're as adults. So there's a so I think yeah, I think I've seen more losing
Yeah.
from friends from dishonesty than disloyal.
I
I
think it
have
is more
one.
common to lose friends from dishonesty. I will say it's
I have
very.
one for the opposite, actually, not being honest enough.
Ah,
Oh no.
um, yeah, I had a friend who was going through some things, and they would be like, "Oh, I'm actually doing really great in life. I'm, graduating. I'm gonna do this after graduation." They have this whole plan that they told us, and we're like, "That's great," And then it just year after year, it just kind of you're just like, "Okay, where are
Things
you
aren't
at,
adding
man?
up.
How's it?" Yeah, you're like in your mind, in our mind, we're like, "Wait, things this did
like
you
you
say you're
said
gonna
you're
do
doing
this?
good, but
But this doesn't seem
nah.
like you're not doing what A, B, and C that you said that you were gonna do, and you're still at, you know, point A."
Right.
Um, and so, I kind of talked to him about it and I was like, "Hey man, like," and this kind of goes to your point, Alex, and Anthony, in terms of your friend where they felt like, oh, maybe they didn't feel good enough, to actually tell you their situation. But it's like for me,
Maybe even embarrassed.
yeah, they may have felt embarrassed, but for me, I'm like, dude, it's your life. I'm not gonna sit here and criticize your life. I'm your friend because you like you are the way that you are, and I'm gonna be your friend. Just I'm gonna accept you as who you are, and that's why I'm your
Yeah.
friend, and not because of what you do. I mean, if you do something bad, I'll tell you, uh, but you said
Yeah.
all these things that led up to you not actually doing it, and it doesn't hurt me at all. Like that's your life. That the things that you said that you wanted to do, it's great. I love to hear that you're doing great, or you think you want to do great, but at the end of the day, you're not. And it's like, well, I'm here to help you. I'm here to be a shoulder to lean on, not a guy that you're like, oh, I'm actually doing really good. Everything's great in life. Like, I'm glad that everything's doing great in life, but I would really want to know how you're actually doing,
Yeah.
because that's what really matters to me, not the state of life that you want to be in, but the actual life that you're living currently. Because it doesn't hurt me at all. It's your life, and that's the way that you want to live, then so be it. But you don't have to be dishonest to me about it
Right.
to put on a front to say, hey, I'm doing all this. I don't
Right.
care, man.
That's the safe face. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
I
so I've lost a friend that way.
I
But
went
I
to
would love to reconnect with that friend, and I'd let him know that I
Yeah.
still love him. I still pray for him. I want the best for him. And if he ever wants to come back and talk to me, I'm always game. And sometimes we do talk, but I'm like, hey
right.
man.
And
Yeah.
then that goes
I
into
feel that.
some people like, and those people, they need like that honesty, that like an honest friend to say, hey, you're not doing okay. You say you're doing okay, but you're not doing okay.
Yeah.
Want to help you out. I went to church and the pastor was telling like he's doing like a homily on like friendship. And he was saying how like there's this one like part of being a good friend is being vulnerable to your friends. Like yes, you can put on like, oh, well, you can always be there for your friends, but you also need to be able to be open to your friends. If you're not having a good time, you need to be able to tell your friends, hey, I'm not having a good time. And the example he used was that, he was talking to like one of their friends. He's like, yeah, his friend had just like lost his son, so he's not okay. And they're talking
Yeah.
and talking, and then another person just walks by, like, hey, Bob, how are you doing? And the guy was like, oh, I'm doing good. And the guy was like, he's clearly you
Yeah.
not doing good, but we were so conditioned to like to try to put on this front of like we're doing okay when reality, like you should just be honest and let the community help you out. Like if you just lost your son, you're not doing good. You don't have to pretend you're doing good.
Yeah.
You can be honest and say, hey, I'm having a really hard time. And then
Yeah.
your friends will hear you and they'll accept you and they'll come and comfort you.
That's actually something I really like about my job is they're very supporting. Like today I saw my manager and he was like, "Hey, so sorry we didn't get to see you in the office yesterday, but how was your day? Like, how are you doing?" It's like, honestly, man, yesterday sucked. I don't know what it was, but like, I just didn't feel like I was in a good headspace, and I just felt very drained mentally, and I was just ready for the day to be done. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, if there's anything that I can do, like, let me be a resource to lean on. Like, just let me know like what I can do to help you, and like." I'll see what I can do. And I really appreciated him saying that. Like it shows how good of a person and just manager he is. And so like I've always felt supported like that at my job. So that's something that I've always enjoyed about where I work. I hope you
Mm.
guys get similar experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think my manager always asks me how I'm doing, and I'm pretty upfront. He asked me, Anthony, like, how are you doing? Like, I'm pretty stressed, but it's managed. It's a managed stress. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm not underwhelmed.
Yeah,
I'm
shout
just
out to
there.
my manager, man. I came into the office one day, and you usually, you guys know me. Like, I usually try to, like, I'm usually like a positive person, and that day I just was not. Uh, the news the day before was not that good, but then the next day I walked into the office and I saw my manager, and he was like, usually he never says anything to me. He's always just doing whatever he needs to do, and he looks over and he's like, "Devante, you okay today? You seem a little gloomy, man." I was like, and to me, I was like caught off guard because he's not one to ever say something like that.
Yeah.
Number one,
Yeah.
and then for him to even notice, I was like, oh, I must be really down in the dumps for him to
I
say
was
something.
wearing his emotions on his sleeves that day.
Yeah, and then like I was honest with him. I said, "Hey, look, yesterday's news just was not it." And he went on to say, "Don't worry, I got you. I'm your manager. I'm the one who's supposed to figure out these things for you." And so for him to just say that, but it took me to be honest with him, in that moment to say, here's the real issue.
Mhm.
I could have just been like, nah, like I'm good. Like you said, I could have easily just I'm good. But in reality, I was not. And so it's always good to be honest.
And so like I think that gets to a point where I allude to is like, there's honesty and then there's like brutal honesty or there's being too honest. Like, do you think there's actually that fine line of like, yes, you can be honest, but at a certain point, you're just being like,
You're just being mean. You're
yeah,
being a
it's like
dick.
you're being mean. It's that you being too honest because sometimes you can just point something out like, hey, this is, and all you do is just like criticize, criticize, criticize. I think it goes back to the idea of like, you know, friendship is about balance, but like, the far extreme, as Alex mentioned, there's like a toxic honesty of like this person just way too honest of like every single thing. I'm calling you out, like, oh, like I'm nitpicking everything you do because like
Mhm.
I think it's wrong because I think what I'm doing or my opinion is like better than yours. So like, I'm
Right.
just saying, hey, you're wrong, 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 wrong. Like, do you think at that point, would like I guess like where's the fine line? Like where do you see someone's being honest in a good way and then honest in the bad way?
Mm. I think
Absolutely.
it depends on my relationship with him.
Fair.
Like, I mean, you guys, if you guys were brutally honest with me, I'd be like, oh, damn, I must be fucking up. I'd be like, okay, maybe I do need to reconsider, but that's because of our relationship. But
Right.
if,
Yeah.
if like some Joe Blow came up to me and was being brutally honest, I'd be like, hmm, all right, you're
I don't
Joe
give a
Blow. So
I don't,
I
I
guess,
don't give a
man,
fuck what you say.
yeah, like whatever, dog, but like you said, there is a fine line. But just for regular friends, or I don't want to say regular friends, just any friend that I have, if they're being very brutally honest with me, I would take it into consideration.
Mhm.
But that's because I'm okay with constructive criticism. I'm okay with somebody being brutally honest, and even if they're intently trying to hurt my feelings, I'll still take it into consideration. But at the end of the day, I'll be like, okay, thank you for telling me,
Mhm.
and be on my way.
Yeah, I think I always tell I read a book, I think The Seven Habits of High Effective People, or is it? Yeah. And one of the categories that I tell my wife this, and she like whenever I bring this like metaphor up, she like laughs because I've been using it ever since I read that book. I've been using this metaphor all the
Oh
time.
man, tell us
It's
the
the
metaphor.
the metaphor is an emotional bank account.
Okay.
Whenever you meet someone, you create this emotional bank account, And whenever you do acts of service, you do things for the other person, you've deposited money into your emotional bank account with that person. Every single time you ask for a favor, anytime you mess up, you withdraw money from your emotional bank account. And you can get if you do too often, you overdraft. Like, oh, you're now at negative balance. And so that's how I see like people being honest with me is that like, and it alludes to what you said, Devante, is that, oh, if me and Alex says something to you, you take it into consideration because we have like years of friendship because Alex and I have put so much money into
Yeah.
our emotional bank accounts. And so when we critique you, we're drawing money out, but we have such ample amount of money in there that it's like, oh, you will take our criticism. You know, oh, they're not telling me this to be mean to me. They're telling this because they want to help me. They're trying to be honest with me. So
Man,
like
I'll tell
for a
you
Joe
what,
Blow, they've
Devontae
like
never
nothing.
uses his bank account with us.
I don't know. Sometimes I'll be really honest with you guys.
Yes, you can.
And my emotions will get the best of me sometimes. It'll leak out.
Yeah,
Right.
just you're a little bit more on the rare side.
The one thing I want to end this conversation of honesty versus loyalty before we move on to our random question is, what kind of friend do you think you are? Are you an honest friend or are you a loyal friend?
I'm
And
an
I'll
honest
start.
friend.
You're an honest
Oh,
friend? Okay.
you
I
said
mean,
I'll
hey,
start.
you're
I'll just let you know. I think I'm an
you're an
honest
honest
friend.
friend.
Yeah.
I think I'm more of a loyal friend. I think I strive to be an honest friend, but I end up being more of a loyal
Ugh,
Take it away, Alex.
man,
friend. What do you think
because I
when
know
you're
I'm both, but I have
yeah,
to pick
I'm
one.
right for the sake of conversation. Like, what do you like? I think the prime example is like, yeah, like if it's like a small thing, like, oh, they're doing a small thing that I disagree with, are you gonna call them out, or are you gonna be like, it's they can do whatever they want to do? That's the line.
I,
That's the line
I
I
guess
draw.
I guess I'm more honest.
Okay,
If I had to pick one, I'd probably be more
Okay.
honest.
okay, cool.
That's
Move-
like surprising. I thought you'd choose the other one, huh? That
What
is
can I?
I
I'm
I
being
thought you'd say
honest.
loyalty, dog.
we don't need to
Guilty.
justify our answers. We know what our answers are. You know,
All right.
so let's move on to our random question segment.
Yes.
What you got
All
for us,
right.
Alex? Don't let it be boring, please.
This one is inspired by Devante earlier off screen. But
Oh,
what is your favorite beer, gentlemen?
Favorite beer?
mine is Asahi. Cannot go
Asahi?
wrong. Well, that's my like I can casually get it, but my number one is in Japan. I don't know if it's a specific brand, but it's called Namabiru, which is just draft. It just translates to draft beer.
Okay.
So whatever that is, like I'm a sucker for Namabiru.
Do you know what
oh,
kind of beer it is? Like, if
it's
it
probably like wheat, like a wheat beer.
okay, is
Or
it like a
maybe it's
lager? Is it like a
oh,
pilsner? Is it like a
it would most likely be a lager.
okay
in Japan. Yeah.
nice. IPA? For
No way.
me, the type of beer the favorite is a stout. That's my
okay,
type.
yeah,
Stout.
Man, you like to
Right
go
now,
strong.
whenever I
Right.
go out and I see as an option the beer of choice I go for, if it's like more of a craft beer, it's I get the 512 pecan porter. Not really a stout, but
Oh,
it's
those are
on
really
that
good, man.
same level of it because not many places have stouts. I think there is just like a Japanese stout, like a stout that I've been really liking whenever I buy from H Mart, but that's like $8 like a
Yeah, it's
bottle.
really expensive, man.
It's like has an owl on it. I don't know what the
Yeah,
name of that,
I know
that
which one you're
beer
talking
is,
about.
but it is
Yeah.
one of my favorite beers. It has an
Oh,
owl.
okay.
They only sell it by the bottle. It's just like a normal like 12-ounce bottle. It's like $8. Like too
Yeah.
much money. My favorite normal go-to beer for like if for casual drinking, if I can buy a mass quantity of, is probably Heineken.
Heineken,
I like Heinekens.
like from the bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're
Very-
very
Very Asian.
yeah, I was about to say very Vietnamese of you to say.
If I go to Vietnamese part, I see there's like stockpiles of Heineken bottles. And
Yeah.
what can I say? I'm a stereotype, I guess.
You got that VSOP and Heineken on deck, bro. All
Basic like that, yeah.
right,
Well,
Alex, what you got?
I got my Familia beer, and it's not Corona. I'm not Vin Diesel.
Michelob
My,
Ultra.
my Familia beer is gonna be Dos Equis.
Dos Equis.
Dos Equis.
Good.
Yeah, you guys already knew that was coming. It's because y'all know me so well. But yeah, Dos Equis, man. I don't know what it is about that drink, but That's the one
the good
beer that I'm like,
goats.
I could just keep going. Like it tastes good, you feel good. It pairs well with
Yug.
very well with crawfish. And then we're in crawfish season right now, so you get to have a couple more beers of that and you can't complain.
Facts. Tell us down in the comment section below, what is your favorite beer?
Very much so. With that, that's going to wrap up our show for this evening. And I gotta be honest with you, it's a really good show. I really enjoyed it. I love talking to my friends, and I hope you enjoy listening to us. We'll give a shout out to JT for his awesome design. Give a shout out to Leviction for his intro. Give a shout out to Leviction again for his outro. Two very good sound bites. Really nice. If you like his stuff, I think his SoundCloud and his Spotify is linked to the bottom of our episodes and our YouTube and in our Spotify. So go give him a listen.
We might have him on the show again for Do Tell Me.
That'd be cool.
He does
think
have
I
a
heard
concert
Leviction.
coming up.
That's what I was about
Yeah.
to say. That's literally what I was about to
Hell
say.
yeah.
Foggy Fest.
All right. What about you
So
guys?
cool.
Any last minute remarks?
If you haven't already, like, follow, subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend, tell a phone, I don't know, somebody. Tell somebody, please.
Very
Right.
much so.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us on another episode of Dude You Never Told Me. We love you, and thank you always. Peace out.
Peace out, Cub Scout.